If you can't keep a secret, you'll never keep your power. That's not just a clever quote. It's a survival rule. In the real world, not the sugar-coated one, your words can build empires, or burn them to the ground. So here's a question no one's probably ever asked you outright. Can you keep your mouth shut when it matters most? Because the truth is, great minds may strategize. Strong leaders may inspire. But only the wise truly understand the power of silence. Hello everyone, welcome to the Strategy Wisdom Growth Club, a channel dedicated to cracking the truth about emotions and human nature. Remember to like, subscribe and turn on the bell so that you won't miss my new videos. Today, I'm going to share something few people dare to talk about. The art of keeping secrets, and why the smartest strategists in history are the ones who knew when to speak, and when to vanish into silence. First, why silence is strategy, not shyness. There's an old Chinese saying, when a ruler fails to keep secrets, he loses his ministers. When a minister fails to keep secrets, he loses his life. Let that sink in. This isn't just about kings and empires. It's about every power game, from politics to boardrooms, from relationships to rivalries. In modern terms, if you're careless with your information, even just once, you don't just risk losing face. You could lose your future. Secrets are currency. And once you give them away for free, don't be surprised when others cash them in, at your expense. So how do you hold the line? How do you stop your secrets from leaking through the cracks? There are 3 subtle, and dangerous, ways even the smartest people give themselves away. And if you're not watching for them, they'll cost you everything. 2. The first leak, words that should have stayed unspoken. You've heard the saying, loose lips sink ships. And trust me, it's not just about war. It's about life. The first and most common way secrets slip is through the tongue. Not on purpose. Not in betrayal. But in casual, careless moments, over coffee, over drinks, over jokes, where the wrong word to the wrong ear can start a storm you never saw coming. Why do we overshare? Because we crave connection. We want to be understood. And sometimes, we want to impress. We want to seem important. In the know. So we drop hints. We share, just a little. We tell ourselves it's harmless, but secrets don't come with warning labels. And here's the hard truth. Every time you speak, you give the world a puzzle piece. And someone out there is smart enough, or cruel enough, to put the whole picture together. So how do you fix this? By learning the ancient art of strategic silence. Know your audience. Know the setting. Don't vent to people who haven't earned your trust. Don't overshare in rooms you don't control. Even when people seem warm, kind, even harmless, remember this. Gossip doesn't need a villain. Just an echo. The more you talk, the more material others have to twist, misuse, or weaponize. Especially in competitive environments, silence is not weakness. It's power. It's mystery. It's control. Because in strategy, what people don't know about you can't be used against you. 3. The second leak, your eyes say too much. Let's say you've mastered the words. You speak with caution. You share only when necessary. But then someone hits you with a curveball, a subtle question, a sharp joke, a passing comment. And in that split second, your face betrays you. You flinch. You tense up. Your eyes dart. And just like that, your secret is out. Your mouth didn't say a word. But your expression screamed a sentence. Here's something seasoned strategists know. The eyes are windows, yes, but not just to the soul. To your plans. Your fears. Your weaknesses. In high-stakes environments, people read faces like books. especially those trained in manipulation. You think you're being neutral, but they're already dissecting. Why did she react like that? Why did his smile fade? Why won't he look me in the eye? One micro-expression. One subtle twitch. And suddenly, they know exactly where to dig. So how do you guard your face? You train it. Like a soldier trains in war. You practice emotional discipline. You learn the art of the blank face. Of calm in the storm. There's an old phrase in Chinese wisdom, let the mountain collapse before you, but your face must remain unchanged. That's not just poetic. It's practical. You must learn to master your reactions, or your reactions will master you. And in a world that's always watching, that could be the difference between winning and being destroyed. 4. The third leak, what your body is telling the world, even if your words are guarded. Even if your face is unreadable. Your body may still be screaming the truth. You pace when you're nervous. You fidget when you're unsure. You cross your arms when you feel threatened. These aren't just habits. They're broadcasts. To anyone paying attention, your posture, your gestures, your breathing, they paint a clear picture of what's happening inside. And here's the worst part, you don't even realize you're doing it. But the people who study influence, manipulation, negotiation, they do. To them, your nervous tick isn't just quirky. It's a map to your vulnerability. So what do? You train your body to speak power, not panic. You move with intention. You sit like a rock. You walk like the room belongs to you. You hold eye contact, not with aggression, but with calm confidence. Walk like the wind. Sit like a bell. That's how ancient warriors carried themselves. Because they knew that presence isn't just about posture. It's about energy. It's about the message your body sends, even when you say nothing at all. 5. The wisdom of secrecy, why masters stay mysterious. Sun Tzu, one of history's greatest minds, once said, victory is won through secrecy. Defeat comes through exposure. He wasn't talking about lies. He was talking about privacy. About understanding that your inner world, your strategy, your emotions, your intentions, are sacred. And the more casually you treat them, the more vulnerable you become to those who don't. In every war, the side that leaks information first, loses. In every business rivalry, the side that overshares, gets undercut. And in life, the person who can't guard their inner world is forever at the mercy of those who can. The power you didn't know you had. Let me tell you this, there's nothing more powerful than a person who knows how to stay quiet, without feeling small. It's not about fear. It's not about shyness. It's about choosing your words like a king signs a treaty, with care, purpose, and consequence. It's about understanding that in a loud world, the quiet ones often hold the most truth. So protect your secrets. Watch your words. Guard your expressions. Control your posture. And most importantly, understand this, the less people know about you, the more they fear you, the more they respect you, and the more you control your own destiny. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, power is not just about how loud you roar, but how deeply you think, how wisely you act, and how well you keep your silence. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded, and protect your peace like a true strategist.